Good morning from rainy southeastern Pennsylvania. You may hear the rain on not on the roof, but on the air conditioner. Hi, John Hubner. And we are here. Charlie and I are here. I think I can just get up like that, and you can see Charlie. There he is. He's on his little chair. He's quite content. I think he understands the idea of Raleigh's doing a concert, and that's a good thing, because 20 minutes ago he was dropping the ball in my lap continually, and that would have been entertaining for you, but I wouldn't have gotten much music played. Although I do have a backup plan. So Rhonda is here, and Lauren, and Cindy, and Stephen DeHaas, and Charlie, and Michael, and Ann Mintz, and Clifford, and Warren, and Janelle, and Zap. Good to see all you guys here. And Jim Greco on time. Holy fuck. Yes, good to see you, Jim. And Charlie Ortolani, one of the namesakes, like Charlie Bryant is. And Sarah Steele. Hi, Sarah. So it's October. It's probably getting to be Sarah Steele calendar season. Is it, Sarah? You have a new calendar coming out? And David Arthur Radcliffe is here, Kathy Marzick, Carol Pred, Heidi and Jerry. Good to see all you guys. I'll get you all another look at the Little Prince before we're done here. And Toby Simmons from the West Coast. I should report in, for starters here, that I have, my allergies are kicking up big time. So if we have a situation where I want to wipe my nose and I don't want you guys to have to watch me do it, I will put up a little, little thing here that can keep you company while I wipe my nose. That may happen a couple times. And if I'm snorking as I play, I apologize. It's life. It's life, And the Allegra is helping, but not too terribly much. And Sarah Steele says coming very soon, a new calendar. So we'll flog that mercilessly on here once it comes out. And Ken and Supa are here. Ken and Oreo, I'm sure, are here. And Michael Tierson, no water in the basement. Glad to hear it. And Pammy Blake. Hi, Pam. So I have a lot of songs for you today, and some are experimental and some are not, but we'll get it going. This one was a request, I think from John Sprouse, I'm not sure. I hear him singing happy birthday. Better think about the wish I'll make. 'Cause this year gone by ain't been no piece of cake. Just another revolution. Pull it together and it comes undone. Just one more candle and a trip around the sun. And I'm just hanging on while this old world keeps spinning. And it's good to know it's out of my control. 'Cause if there's one thing that I've learned from all this living, it's that it wouldn't change a thing if I let go. You never see it coming. Always wind up wondering where it went. And only time will tell if it was time well spent. Just another revelation, celebrating what I should have done. These souvenirs from my trip around the sun. And I'm just hanging on while this old world keeps spinning. And it's good to know it's out of my control. 'Cause if there's one thing that I've learned from all this living, it's that it wouldn't change a thing if I let go. I think I'll make a resolution that I'll never make another one. Just enjoy my time on this trip around the sun. Just enjoy my time. Trip Around the Sun from Big Al Anderson and the other two people whose names I always forget. Stephen Bruton, I think, and then there's a woman, and I've forgotten her name again too. And you can see, I think you can see the boy there. If I move my guitar, you might even see his little face. How can I get out of his way here? I guess the best thing to do is just stand up and get over here. There he is, comfortably ensconced on one of his two chairs. So I ordered a love seat so that he and I can sit together, because, you know, he wants to cuddle up next to me if I sit in one of those chairs, and he can't really get close enough. So there'll be new decor here by the end of the week, probably by Wednesday. Did I clunk you? No, I did not clunk you. So I'd like to welcome you all here for joining me today, joining me and Charlie. Charlie did a great walk this morning, but not so great yesterday. You can read about it in the Day 10 episode of the Charlie Diaries. So next up, I'm going to play an instrumental. It's a kind of doggy day here. So that the first and last tunes are not dog tunes, but actually all the others are. And this one's an instrumental I wrote for Max the dog. And Max was my first adult dog, you know, a dog that I got when I was an adult. And I got him as a puppy. And that's him in the logo up here, right there. He was an Australian Kelpie. He was the gateway drug for dogs. He was a great dog, and all these other ones have tried their best to live up to the example that he set. So let me kind of go back and see who I missed here. Rich Fowler is here, and John Rossi, and Jim Moore, and Bob McKenna, and Emily Christoph. Hi, Emily. I'm sure you are glad to see Charlie the dog, and Brian Kuiper, and John Sprouse actually is here. He's usually off at Quaker meeting on these mornings, Sunday mornings. And Lauren is here, Lauren Payne, and Kathy Craw up there in Canada. And who am I missing? Linda Pasqua Blaze. That's pretty much everybody. So this is Max's Ramble, and it was one of my early dog instrumentals. And it's I'm trying to, I'm always trying to get my right hand to work better. One of the techniques I'm working with right now is using my thumb pick, which fits on the thumb and is used for finger picking, or even the style that our friend Bunny Barnes does, which is called thumb picking. And but you can use it as a flat pick too. And it's a little tricky because with a regular flat pick, you have a lot of control of sensitivity. You can lighten up your touch, and the pick can move a little more. I'll use it on a couple songs later, but the thumb pick is pretty much fixed in place. So you have to develop a slightly different technique. Anyhow, it's one of the tricks I've used to try to adapt my aging hands. Hey, David Gideon and Brian Hall, good to see both of you guys, and Rich Laughlin is here. Brian Hall is down there, I believe, in College Station, Texas. And we have another friend there, Heidi and Jerry's sister, Jan Patterson, is in College Station. So she should eventually meet Brian Hall, who is known as Doc Hall. He is a doctor of the medical variety. And Bunny is here. Okay, so here's Max's ramble to the best of my ability. So that's Max's ramble, and I use the flat pick or the thumb pick as a flat pick in there on this line that goes. Because I used to be able to do it thumb and index finger, but my index finger doesn't work that well anymore. It's getting there, the thumb pick thing. The thumb pick, flat pick thing. So now we'll switch over to an actual flat pick. And we will do the announcements after this next song. We always like to include our announcements. And when I do want to congratulate Bunny. Bunny's new CD, recorded at my friend Jay Ansell's studio, won the Album of the Year at the National Thumb Pickers Convention. So give her a big applause. Way to go, Bunny. So from a dog stance. The world's a bowl of food, and no dog is in need. From a dog stance, no dog is ever rude, just one hungry mouth to feed. From a dog stance, there is harmony, and it rests upon your plate. It's the drool of hope, it's the look of guilt. That's the stance of every dog. From a dog stance, we all have enough, so why not give dogs more? From a dog stance, dogs can't comprehend what all these cats are for. From a dog stance, we are waitresses going to the kitchen now, bringing bowls of food, make that people food. That's the stance of every dog. Dogs are watching us, dogs are watching us, dogs are watching us from a dog stance. Dogs are watching us, dogs are watching us, dogs are watching us from a dog stance. From a dog stance, the world's a bowl of food, and no dog is in need. There are no cats, no postmen, baths or fleas, just one hungry mouth to feed. From a dog stance, there is harmony, and it rests upon your plate. It's the drool of hope, it's the look of guilt. That's the stance of every dog. It's the drool of hope, it's the look of guilt. That's the stance of every dog. And the boy just heaved a big sigh there as I finished that song. It's like, harmony resting on your plate. So some announcements. Hello to the Invisibles, and that is Kate Mack and Linda Worster and Kit Serikaku, who is back home on Oahu now and is probably asleep in her little bed. And Judith Fox, Mike Stillman, Invisible Rubenstein, Mario Prue, who built this guitar, and Joel Biget over in France, who's been carping a little bit about me doing so much dog stuff and maybe not doing as much guitar stuff. And you know what? If you're right, you're right. I'm still doing 3 concerts a week. I'm spending a lot of time helping my new dog get used to his new world. No regrets, no apologies for that. So there is, as always, a PayPal link right there. I'm going to master this one of these days. And a Venmo link if you'd like to donate to the Dog Biscuit Fund. And The prices of dog food have skyrocketed since the pandemic began. What used to be a $55 bag of dog food is now an $80 bag of dog food. So, and this guy has expensive tastes, so there you go. So, I want to mention, you may see my cover photo today is with my good friends Beppe Gambetta and Tony McManus. And they're just wonderful guys, and both, you know, we are not worthy level musicians. I saw them, well, actually, Tony was playing at Peter Hester's house concert in Ewing, New Jersey last night, and Beppe came along and just played on the encore. And, you know, afterwards, Peter said, "Oh, you want to play something?" And I said, "I really have to get back for the dog." And also I was thinking, after those guys played, are you kidding me? It would be like the rodeo clown, you know? So I did not choose to play. But for those of you in the Boston area, Tony McManus will be playing at Passim's tonight. I'm not sure if it's sold out, but if it isn't, he is really one of the most amazing guitarists in the world. And, you know, and there are great guitarists who can do, you know, who can do anything, like Tommy Emmanuel falls into that category. He can play like Chet, or he could play rock and roll, or he could play his own stuff. Tony, he could do pretty much everything, but he has such a distinct musical personality that it makes him, you know, it shows up how truly unique he is. And just a wonderful sensibility about how to convey emotion in music, some of which is very sparse, and some of which is incredibly complex and sophisticated. So if you ever get a chance to see Tony McManus, go see him. And Beppe, look who's sitting up. Look who's sitting up. Yes. And Beppe is, in his own right, is in that same kind of category. So if you ever get to see Beppe, go see him. So I am on again tomorrow at 3 p.m., my usual concert. Whoops, he's back on the other chair now. And I believe, I'm quite sure, Cozy Sheridan and Charlie Koch will be on Tuesday morning at 10:30, as is their wont. I think they're about to go out on the road, but I think maybe they're doing this one more, or maybe a couple more before they head out, and then they'll be taking a break. And then I'll be back on Wednesday, and after that we will discuss what comes at the end of the week. So this is my vocal original for today, and as promised, it's another dog tune. It starts with a look, meeting eye to eye. Make her glad to see you, let her know you're her guy. It's important to give at least as much as you get. Don't expect her to love you if you haven't earned it yet. Give her something to chew on. Let her know that you'll play. If you have the right timing, she won't wander away. Don't try to control her. It'll fail in the end. She'll rebel in the end. Make your dog want to please you. That's how she'll become your best friend. If she seems to defy you, better step up your game. Throw away those dry milk bones. Roast chicken might just light her flame. Reward her for sit, stay, and heel till it's all humdrum. But you'll know that you've won her heart when you get her to come. Now I know what you're thinking. Would this work with romance? If you're tender and caring, you just might have a chance. It starts with a look, a sensitive dialogue. To improve your love life, treat your sweetheart like you treat your dog. Words of Wisdom is the name of that song, if not the content. And, we'll kind of dedicate that to the little guy today. Next up, I have another dog instrumental. This is Djangos Ball. Now, Django was the dog before Suki, and Suki was the dog before Charlie. And the lineage goes on. And Suki and Django coexisted for quite a while. I think I might have my Suki and Django holding hands picture here. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. So that's Django on the left. He was an Australian Kelpie with extremely big ears. And that's Suki on the right, sticking her tongue out at the camera. The previous generation now. Okay? And this is Djangos Ball. And actually, that white ball that Suki plays with, that Charlie plays with is Djangos Ball. I'm not going to move the camera because it's too much trouble just for that. Let me see if I'm missing anybody here. I see Ron Russo is here, and I'm trying to find my cursor so I can move a little bit. And Nancy Ludek Piazza, and Larry Brown, and I think that's everyone. Steve Edelman, did I say hi to you, Steve? Steve and Bunny were just at Tommy Emmanuel's camp down there in Nashville. I hope they had a wonderful time. Okay, so here we go with Djangos Ball. Djangos Ball. And now I'm going to just give you a little picture of Charlie for a minute while I wipe my nose, and you don't have to watch that, and I don't want you to watch it, and you don't want to watch it. Not that there's anything wrong with wiping one's nose. Thanks, James Loker. Welcome here. Okay, mischief managed, as they say in Potterland. And one more for you today before we sign off. And this is not a dog song, it is an outlaw song by one of them genuine outlaws. Brian Kuiper says, "Did Charlie like Frisbees?" So far, I have a couple soft discs for him, and I tried him with one. And if by like you mean, did he want to tear it apart instead of giving it to me? Yeah, he really liked it. But so far, he really loves the tennis ball, and he will chase when he's in the mood. Like, I have to kind of jolly him up a little bit to get him in the mood. But once he's in the mood, he'll chase the tennis ball, ad infinitum, ad nauseum, as we say. And we're working on all this new stuff. He's only been here 10 days, and he has been making exponential improvement the whole time. But this improvement is, it doesn't go like this. It goes like that. So living on the road, my friend, is gonna make you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye, sank into your dream. Now Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his belt for all the honest world to feel. They say he met his end, on the desert south in Mexico. And no one heard his dying word. But that's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They just let him go that way. Out of kindness, I suppose. And Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south, it ended up in Lefty's mouth. And the day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. There ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They just let him go that way. Out of kindness, I suppose. Now the poets tell how Pancho fell and Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet, Cleveland is cold. So the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He just did what he had to do. Now he's growing old, and all the federales say they could have had him any day. They just let him go that way, out of kindness, I suppose. Some gray federales say they could have had him any day. They just let him go that way, out of kindness, I suppose. Be happy, be healthy, be brave, be calm, be kind, it's a snap. If you get cranky, you can do as my little friend Charlie is doing right now. Taking his little nap. Take a nap. So thank you for joining me. I don't think I said hi to Mark Steele. If I didn't, hi Mark, I did see you there. And Dave Mason and Fred McKinney joined us. And I think that's about it. And in this shot of little Charlie, you can also see Djangos Ball off there in the distance, like a little moon in the sky above the napping Charlie. So thank you for joining me. I will hope to see you, some of you, tomorrow at 3 p.m. In the meantime, we will keep working on this little guy and improving his social skills, and the world goes on.